Miami, Florida, January 4, John Wall. Note to user: user expressly acknowledges and agrees that by downloading and/or using this photograph, user is consenting to the terms and conditions of the Getty Images license agreement. Photo by Michael Reeves. Getty Images. This Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern is the NBA trade deadline, and while there are already teams making deals, the Miami Heat have been a little loud too, trading Tyler Johnson and Wayne Ellington for Ryan Anderson's contract. While they will probably try for more low-key players, there are a few big names out there that could, and I emphasize, could be in negotiations. The 28-year-old point guard that came out of Kentucky is one of them. Multiple reports have come out since I thought about this article that could easily refute my, albeit far-fetched, idea. One of these reports is that Washington Wizards owner, Ted Leonsis, states that such players like the former first overall pick John Wall and Bradley Beal are not up to be traded. This could be entirely factual since Wall is arguably their best player, but we have learned in the past that this could be a decoy or a smokescreen. Or possibly, they need to be blown away by the trade. Look at the Pelicans towards the Lakers for superstar Anthony Davis. However, with their third star in Otto Porter Jr. being traded to the Chicago Bulls yesterday evening, it's quite possible that the Wizards plan on blowing it up now that Wall may be out for a while. Furthermore, the second report, which was released Tuesday afternoon by ESPN, was that Mr. Wall is now at approximately 12 months after he gets another leg surgery after he ruptured his left Achilles tendon when he slipped and fell at his home. But before you click out the page in disgust, let me explain the pros and cons if the Heat were to get a trade done by Thursday's deadline for elite point guard John Wall. Page 2 Detroit, Me, December 26, the jersey of John Wall. To user: user expressly acknowledges and agrees that by downloading and/or using this photograph, user is consenting to the terms and conditions of the Getty Images license agreement. Mandatory copyright notice. Copyright 2018 NBAE. Photo by Chris Schwegler, NBAE via Getty Images. Editors note: this image has been converted to black and white. If a trade gets done for John Wall, it would, for the most part, guarantee an all-star talent of John Wall on a Heat team that desperately needs a star like him. While the Wizards are usually the same every year, Wall gets the best out of his players with his playmaking ability. Look at the development of Beal. The thought of him helping out our young players and the role players currently on the team can work wonders down here. Also, a player like Wall could attract other players of his caliber in the future to come to take their talents to South Beach. A trade for Wall can make Miami what it once was, while the desired destination for players to come and try to fulfill their aspirations of winning chips. While the aforementioned benefits talk about the future, what's the benefit now? For a trade like this to happen, the Heat would need to dump some salary that haven't lived up to the expectations. Some contracts that come to mind are Tyler Johnson, James Johnson, Dion Waiters, etc. And now with Johnson being moved, it shows the Heat are on track to do some intriguing things with cap space. This has been the major problem for Pat Riley and the Miami Heat, giving more money than deserved to role players. While these guys can play well, Tyler Johnson's payday of 4 years, $50 million is very questionable. Freeing up a lot of this wasted space gives the Heat the chance to pay Wall's salary plus other players, whether it be through free agency or through other means. The reason they would let us get this relief is that of Tuesday's report of Wall needing another surgery, which means that there could be risk getting the Wizards guard cause of the multiple surgeries. The Wizards could see the slip and fall at his house as further proof Wall not being part of the future for Washington cause of injuries. To Miami, it could be a blessing in disguise. Page 3 Indianapolis, in, December 23, John Wall. The Pacers won 105-89. Note to user: user expressly acknowledges and agrees that, by downloading and/or using the photograph, user is consenting to the terms and conditions of the Getty Images license agreement. Photo by Joe Robbins, Getty Images. As mentioned earlier, not only was Wall out already this season, now he's out most, if not all, of next season. So we wouldn't see him in the Heat uniform until the 2021 season. In other words, it's a wait-and-see scenario. And who knows if he'll be the same coming from the multiple surgeries and injuries. We have seen several All-Stars that have come back from severe and long-enduring injuries like a Paul George, Gordon Hayward, and even DeMarcus Cousins is currently working their way back from one. So would Wall go through the same process? With also dealing with the logistics of the actual deal, not only would we include salary cap dumps but a first-round pick and part of our young nucleus, which could be Justice Winslow, Josh Richardson or Bam Adebayo. This could be due to the fact that the Wizards are looking to possibly build a young lineup of their own, and one of those three players could be in the deal. Or maybe, we would have to include our two main assets on the team, which are Goran Dragic and Hassan Whiteside, but are the Wizards in the market for a big man or a combo guard? Also, John Wall's contract could be an issue. It's a 4-year, $170 million deal. Even though it could be worth it, because of Wall's talent. It is a lot, especially since he's not going to play this year. As I said, the Heat are now infamously known for taking on bad contracts. Maybe Wall could be the next example. Next, 10 trade ideas for high-caliber players. Is this deal likely to happen before Thursday's trade deadline? If I had to put money on it, no. Should it happen? Maybe, maybe not. However, it is fun to think about a deal for John Wall since there have been rumblings around both organizations.